right return, which means the green will be on your left. When it comes to navigating the intercoastal waterway, the Coast Guard gave us day boards. These are little yellow squares and triangles that they place on navigable instruments. They might not always be on a typical channel marker, so what they're on doesn't really have significance. The important thing is that you know what to look for and what side to keep them on. So the red right return rule does apply to the intercoastal waterways as well, but you got to know what your port is. When you're coming off the ocean, it's obvious that you're coming into port. So you're coming from an open body of water, red right return, keep that red channel marker on your right.
Our house has constant reminders, 2 sippy cups, 2 high chairs, but there should have been 3. I was devastated when our doctors told us our baby would never survive.
Texas bans a Dallas woman is being forced to leave the state to get one.
Ted Cruz says this abortion ban is perfectly reasonable. There's nothing reasonable about what my family went through. Ted Cruz fought for this abortion ban, and the consequences have been devastating. Colin Allred will restore common sense to our healthcare laws.
I'm Colin Allred, and I approve this message.
Well, when you're going from New Jersey down to Florida, where is the home port? That's what's going to determine which side those day boards are going to be on. The Coast Guard makes it easy for us. Pretty much if you're coming from New Jersey to Texas to Florida, you're heading in that southerly direction, you're going to be looking for those squares and triangles on those channel markers or on, some sort of beacon out there. So know your port. So I'm heading south here. I'm in Miami. Let's just say I'm heading to the Keys. The triangles are always going to be on my right, and the squares are always going to be on my left or my port side. That's key. Now, if I was heading from Miami up to Virginia to go pick up my dad up there and do a little cruising around, I would have to do the opposite. The triangles are then going to be on my left, and the squares are then going to be on my right or my starboard. The color really isn't of importance because the United States Coast Guard knows that a lot of us are colorblind. So you're looking for the shapes. Shapes are what you can see a lot easier, and the closer you get to them, you'll be able to see that. Just remember that the day markers are of the most importance when you're traveling through the intercoastal waterway. You want to pay attention to those little squares and triangles on these aids to help you better navigate and stay in the channel. When you go out of the channel, you risk running aground, damaging your prop, damaging your boat, or somebody could even get hurt. So it's of your best interest and your responsibility as a captain of your boat to know how to navigate these channels, and that's exactly why they're here. The Coast Guard put them here so that you can stay in deeper water, and this specifically applies to all size vessels. I don't care if you're in like an 8-foot boat. All right, and now that you know how to safely navigate the channel, I can sleep better at night knowing that you and your family are going to be safe out there and you guys are going to have a great time on the water. Just remember, when you venture outside the channel or accidentally get out there, you do risk running aground, damaging your prop, your motor, or even worse, somebody could get hurt. So knowing this stuff is your responsibility as a captain, and it's super easy. Remember the saying, red right return, red and green stay in between. Those little things will save you, but even knowing more, knowing what they mean is going to help you. So I can't do a video without giving something away. So we're going to give away something from livebait.com. We're going to give you a t-shirt, and we're going to do a pop quiz for it. I want to know how much you learned today. So I'm going to show you a channel marker right now. Here it is. As I'm traveling north back to my home, which side of the boat should that channel marker be on? Comment below and tell me why. I'm going to pick a winner in the comments. We're going to send you something from livebait.com. So I hope this reaches the right people. Please share this with your family, your friends. If they're new to boating, this is something that everybody needs to know. This is going to help you have better days on the water, safer days out there. My name's Captain Mike. This is Real Reports. Take care of your neighbor. We're all in this together. Have a great day, everybody. By staying in the channel, it's also an act of conservation. When you verge outside channels, a lot of the times there is natural seagrass over there, which is extremely important to our ecosystem. And when you chop that up with your propeller, you're damaging, you're ruining that habitat for all those micro bait fish that in turn become bait fish and even bigger fish and so on and so forth. So by staying in the channel, you're doing your part on conservation, which is a huge thumbs up here at ruralreports.com.
I won't let my active psoriatic arthritis joint symptoms define me.
Emerge as you. Tremfya is proven to significantly reduce joint pain, stiffness, and swelling. Some patients even felt less fatigued.
Serious allergic reactions may occur. Tremfya may increase your risk of infections and lower your ability to fight them. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, or if you had a vaccine or plan to.
Emerge as you. Emerge Tremfyant. Ask your doctor about Tremfya.
Subway did what?
Just dropped the price of every foot long in the app to $6.99. That's what.
Test 1, 2, testing 1 and 2.
Today, target species is going to be mahi-mahi. Fish so good they named them twice. We're getting a nice early start. I got some bait, some fuel yesterday. I think the name of the game today is going to be to burn the least amount of fuel, catch the biggest fish. And we'll see. Do we catch a $500 schoolie today? It's, you know, with gas prices at $7 a gallon right now, it really does make you think about running out, 20 miles, even 10 miles. I know we're gonna pop into some weed lines in close. Do we stay on those rather than going out? Back when gas was $3, $4 a gallon, wasn't even a thought. Just go wherever the fish were. All over so beautiful early in the morning here. And raw. Nice little edge out here. Bust up there, big bust up there. And they're coming this way. Big bust. Big fish up top. Hooked up. Nice one, yeah. It's a nice fish, about an 8-pound fish.
You guys are gonna freak out pretty soon.
Yep.
There you go.
Nice. So we got 2 in the box right now. All right, we got another one in the game. I see a bunch of birds up front there. We're gonna slowly make our way over there.
All right, man, we got a whole school of mahi over here. We're hooked up on one final one here before we get the other baits in. Trying to get this guy in on a 15-pound line.
Still quite a bit of fish around. Steve's hooked up to a nice little one. Want to take too many, that's for damn sure, especially these small ones. They grow so fast. The fastest growing fish in the sea. Move on, look for some bigger ones. Since we got more than enough dolphin here, we're going to be releasing these guys. That's a nice fish. We're going to honor this fish using the large fish steel hooker here. You guys can get these on livebait.com. Makes it real easy to release some fish without touching them. When you hold them against your shirt or use a towel or something like that, you basically remove that protective slime that protects them from infection and whatnot. So quick, easy release on that fish. Let him grow up to be much bigger. You're gonna be rewarded with a bigger fish one day, trust me. We're gonna go ahead and retie this. Little chafage on there. Doing a little uni knot to a J hook. Hooked up, doubled up, baby. Everybody stay calm, stay calm. Here's the gaffer, so here, go to the bow. All right, we just had a double header right there making a mess up in here. Nice fish. Steve up here's got a nice one, dude. Nice shot, buddy. Gotta stay with the birds. Birds are putting us on them. Steve's gonna clean up the boat again. Oh, he's hooked up. Nice fish. Get another bait out here. We're gonna catch another one. And this has to be done now. If you don't clean up the blood now, then it is a nightmare when we get back. And when we get back to the dock, we're gonna be cleaning fish, so why add another thing to your routine when you get home? Might as well clean it now while it's fresh and wet. I'm gonna hook up another fish. He's on over there. Okay, let's reel it up. Just wanna show you guys what we're doing here as we move. We got a bucket, 5-gallon bucket filled with water here. Steve's gonna reel in his bait. So Steve's gonna reel on his bait. We're gonna put the bait in the bucket as our pitch. And there we go. And I'm gonna do the same thing. Yep, go for it, bring that in. And then we're gonna run back to the birds. And then when we get there, ooh, I'm seeing bites. Yeah, we're in some good stuff now. I'm seeing birds going nuts out there. Yeah, reel that up, reel that up. Yep, good. All right, let's do it. Bunch of birds going nuts over there. We're gonna come back to this. Oh yeah. See, the birds offshore had nothing on them, but these birds are following the fish. Oh yeah, tuna. Now I'll burn the fuel.
Universal Technical Institute's industrial maintenance and wind turbine technician programs can teach you skills needed for in-demand industries. And check this out. Students learn the same way the pros do. Get started at uti.edu.
Hop on electric e-bikes, brand new Electric One. Named one of the best electric bikes of 2024 by Bicycling Magazine. Shipping free to your doorstep. With over 60 miles of range and a top speed of 28 miles per hour. Experience automotive quality with semi-automatic shifting internal gear system and a high-performance belt drivetrain. Starting at $21.99, only at Electric E-Bikes.